That's right, Madison. It was Arkansas coming out on top over South Carolina by a score of 44-30 to start SEC play 1-0 in the season 2-0. Already ranked number 16 in the nation, that number might be going up. There were a lot of reasons behind this win, and let's break them down. Offensively, it all started with the ground game, headlined by Rocket Sanders. The sophomore saw 24 carries for 156 yards and 2 scores, both of which in the early going. Through the air, he added 3 receptions for 30 yards. It's Rocket's second straight 100-yard game.
Yeah, he's getting better, isn't he? I think he's becoming an all-around back a little bit more. He's blocking better in protection. He's running the ball. He's falling forward better. That's 200-yard games back-to-back. It's pretty good. But he's a better back than he was a year ago. He's playing well.
With the offensive line, I want to give a big shout-out to them and then the receivers as well. But KJ make me comfortable, the front line, another year with them, so they're making me comfortable as well.
Right, I mean, he's playing more confident now. I mean, his confidence through the roof. He's comfortable back there. I mean, he's seeing signals faster. He's getting lined up. Sometimes if I run, he get the signal. He's telling the O-line what to do. So he's grasping this system. He's learning each and every day. He's just building.
With Dominic Johnson still sidelined, fellow running back A.J. Green delivered 43 yards and a touchdown on 9 carries, while Rashad Jabinian enjoyed his first score as a Hog. With the longest run of 43 yards and plenty of goal line plows, all signs point to the rushing attack being a strength for Arkansas.
It's a line of scrimmage game in this league, and it depends on if you want to make it that or not. We do.
Coach Pitt pretty much called out the O-line and D-line, said the game's on our backs. The game will be won in the trenches by us. And O-line took it really personally this week to make sure we can run the ball.
It always helps the backs to have a mobile quarterback, and KJ Jefferson continues to prove that he excels at being just that. With his legs, the junior went for 67 yards and a score against the Gamecocks. As a passer, KJ wasn't flashy, but he was hyper-efficient, going 18 for 21 for 162 yards and a touchdown with no picks. Through 2 games, Jefferson has totaled 6 scores and allowed no turnovers.
I thought he played better today than he did last week. I thought he was more accurate today. I thought he ran the ball well both times. But I thought he was more accurate. I thought he was in total control. He pretty much can take over the game when he wants to.
When I'm running the ball, it's just one man can't tackle me. So I try to carry that throughout when I'm in the pocket or anything. So I just try to, that's just my mentality, man. It's just a mind thing, just being able to just run hard, fall forward, gain positive yards, and just keep the chains rolling. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure my teammates like it too to get them fired up as well. So,
you know, you got a runner like KJ that can just throw a shoulder in there. And you got guys like the O-line just trying to push that pile, knock it over, and he still's running after we knock a pile over. It's physicality, and we love it. He loves it, and I think the whole state loves it.
Lastly, with offense, without Traylon Burks, the receiver room has started to find its groove and targets are being spread around. Against South Carolina, Matt Landers caught 4 balls for a team-high 45 yards. Warren Thompson had his first touchdown grab on the season, and Jaden Hazelwood went 5 for 30, shining with his play after the catch.
Matt carries his on his shoulder, you know, and he dropped the pass. It could have been a touchdown, and he got to get over that. I mean, that ain't going to be the last pass he drops, but he's valuable. I thought we used those wideouts a little bit better today. We got good wideouts now, I think. Each one of them contributed, certainly in the blocking aspect, but to the win as well. Feels really good to be 2-0. It feels really good to be 1-0 in the SEC.
For the most part, the Razorbacks defense shut down Spencer Rattler and the Gamecocks. Despite losing Jalen Catalon for the season and Miles Slusher for a couple weeks, the unit continuously disrupted the backfield and forced 3 costly turnovers. Bama transfer Drew Sanders led the team with 11 tackles and 2 sacks, acting as an agent of chaos, flying to the ball and breaking up plays.
He's getting better each week because he's understanding, you know, he's turning it loose a little bit more. And if you see today versus when he first came in the spring, you'd think you had 2 totally different people.
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty great today going into the game, and I felt comfortable and confident with what our defense had us doing, and it just put me in a great position to make plays, and I just did my best to do my job.
Yeah, he's definitely a playmaker. He does his job. We know if we send him on the blitz, he's probably 9 times out of 10 going to get the sack. If not, he's going to pressure the quarterback. So I feel like Drew's just a great player, and we love to have him around.
I look up, I see Drew making the play every time. I turned to somebody, I said, "That's Drew? That's Drew making that play?" They were like, "Yeah, that's Drew." But Drew did great, man. Drew is awesome.
A general in the middle of the defense, Bumper Poole tallied 7 tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. Second-year freshman Chris Paul made his presence felt, adding 5 tackles and a sack.
Bumper, he bleeds Arkansas. You know, a lot of kids in there do, but he's one of them that really does. And for him to have the sack, and, you know, you can count on him. You know, sort of like Grant was last year. You know, you can count on him. Bumper's been that way for the 3 years I've been here. It's really cool to see guys like that work so hard and then decide to pass up the NFL for a year to come back to. We ain't beat the Green Bay Packers. We're 2-0, you know, but it's nice for those things to happen to guys that come back.
In his first game as a team captain after the loss of Catalan, Simeon Blair also racked up 5 tackles.
We knew that it was going to be a dogfight being the first SEC kickoff game, and I feel like we just trusted in one another. We knew that everyone on that defense side had everyone's back.
A short-handed secondary allowed Rattler to pass for 300-plus yards and a score. A lot of that damage done in garbage time as South Carolina scored twice late in the fourth quarter. Nudie McLuthern continues to impress as a newcomer, coming up with an interception in each of his first 2 games as a Hog.
He came back for the ball, went high-pointed it, and it was really a really good interception. And we covered well at times, and then we covered poorly at times. And we just have to become more consistent. You lose 2 starters, and we didn't want to make an excuse. I said to the team in the pregame speech, it's not about the players that ain't out there, it's about the ones that are. You know, and coming out with a win like that and fighting and scrapping, I thought it was good that they played Arkansas football. Do we have to get better? Yes. We need to get Slusher back? Yes. But, you know, there's a lot of things going on, but I thought they played well for their first day.
As long as the Razorbacks keep clogging up run lanes and getting to the quarterback, their defensive backs may just have to bend and not break.
We made a lot of big plays on defense, a lot of sacks, hurries, this, that, and other, and we gave up a lot. We're playing really good complementary football. I think we got a really close-knit team. We got a lot of work to do, but I'm really pleased with where we are as a coaching staff and as a team.
I mean, it's real big. I mean, Coach Pittman put emphasis on it, starting SEC play. So we know it's going to be a long physical game. So, I mean, we just want to come out, be the more physical and dominant team, and then just show the state that, I mean, this program's still on the rise. I mean, it's still more work that we got to do, go back and look at the film and get better and just keep this program on the rise.